From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, March the 2nd, 2018. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu leaves for the United States tomorrow night. The Prime Minister will deliver a keynote address at the AIPAC Policy Conference in Washington, which runs Sunday through Tuesday, and meet with U.S. President Donald Trump at the White House. He called the upcoming visit a very important one. We'll have more for you on the Netanyahu visit, of course, next week. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister and his wife Sarah were questioned separately for some 5 hours today in another corruption case, this one involving Israeli telecom giant Bezeq. It is unclear if Netanyahu and his wife are actual suspects in the case. According to the Times of Israel, police said only that the couple were questioned for a number of hours as part of an investigation. Netanyahu said afterwards in a video statement to the Israeli people that, again, he was confident that in this case, as in others, there will be nothing for police to find against him because there is nothing. Former SS guard Oskar Groening has once again asked for clemency. German news agency DPA reported that officials said the now 96-year-old, known as the bookkeeper of Auschwitz, filed an appeal to the Lower Saxony's justice minister to prevent him from going to prison. He had filed a previous clemency request to prosecutors that was rejected back in January. Groening was convicted in Landsberg, Germany in 2015 as an accessory to the murder of 300,000 Jews at the death camp and sentenced to 4 years in prison. His lawyer maintains that Groening is too old and too weak to serve time behind bars. A number of violent demonstrations broke out today in the West Bank and at the Gaza security fence. Israeli troops clashed with Palestinian rioters who threw stones, burned tires, and threw Molotov cocktails. One IDF soldier was lightly injured in one of the clashes in Hebron. He was taken to the hospital for treatment. Police in France arrested 4 teenagers said to be of Arab descent Wednesday night, suspected of attacking a Jewish teenager with a stick outside a synagogue north of Paris. La Parisienne reported that police are treating the incident as an anti-Semitic one, saying the 4 apparently waited for the boy as he left the synagogue after Purim celebrations. Israel's foreign ministry named a new representative to UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Eli Lev will replace Carmel Shama-HaKohen this summer, pending approval from the government. If you recall, Israel last year announced that it would withdraw from UNESCO at the end of 2018, following the same decision by the U.S. over UNESCO's continuing anti-Israel resolutions. It remains to be seen if that, in fact, will take place. Rabbi Lynn Landsberg, known for her advocacy for the inclusion of those with disabilities in the Jewish community, has died. Landsberg was co-founder and co-chair of the Jewish Disability Network and senior advisor on disability rights at the Religious Action Center of Reform Judaism. She was also associate director of the RAC from 1988 to 1996. Its director, Rabbi Jonah Pesner, said of Landsberg, her personal courage and persistence have permanently changed the way American Jewish community approaches issues of access and inclusion. Landsberg died of cancer on Monday. She was 66. Well, Israel made a special delivery to Central Africa today. 150 wheelchairs specially designed for disabled children in developing countries by Israeli non-governmental organization Wheelchairs of Hope. They were delivered to the Health Ministry of Cameroon. Funding for the wheelchairs and for the project came from the World Health Organization. Veteran diplomat Moshe Aarons was honored in Israel this week. The 92-year-old served as Israel's Minister of Defense 3 times and once as its Minister of Foreign Affairs. Also, he served as Israel's ambassador to the United States. Aarons was awarded the Public Diplomacy Prize at Israel's Foreign Ministry earlier this week. He was presented the award by Prime Minister Netanyahu, who thanked him for his wisdom, advice, and for helping to realize the dream of present-day Israel. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, March the 2nd, live Shabbat services are coming up at New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by a concert with violinist Miri Ben-Ari. Then we hear from Borscht Belt Comics at the 92nd Street Y, and at 9 it's the film Circumcise Me. At 10, Israeli mentalist Lior Suchard, followed by Musica at 10:30 with Idan Reichel. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 5:30, it's a look at this week's Torah portion with Rabbi Shlomo Riskin. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, March the 2nd, 2018. I'm Teisha Bader. Shabbat Shalom.